Not everything that was a part of our life in the past is meant to come with us into the future. If we could do this, then that's when we see that letting go of drinking doesn't have to be the end of everything. It can actually be a beginning. It can actually be what helps you transition into the next stage of your life. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. That doesn't have to be scary. Now, yes, there might be some parts of it or some days that feel a little bad or sad because, right, like who doesn't want to sit and reminisce about, oh my God, like college or even 20s or 30s when it was fun and easy to drink because we didn't get, like saddled with a 2-day hangover and the existential dread and shame and guilt that came from having a bottle of wine. But you guys, that is likely not reality anymore. We can't ever go back in time to those moments. And the longer that we like sit and cling onto them and keep this death grip, the longer it's going to keep us stuck and wallowing in the shame and the guilt and the hangovers and the dread and the anxiety that are a reality of our drinking right now. So it serves us so well to just like stop strangling the how, stop strangling the how of getting to where you want to be by assuming that it has to be by doing the same things that you've always done. Because then if you can just turn towards this next stage of life that you're heading into and embrace the different ways that you can get what you want, right? The way that you experience fun and what seems fun to you now is not going to be the same thing that it was 10 years ago. And that doesn't mean that you're lame or you're boring or you're doing something wrong. You're fucking growing up. You're maturing. You are lucky enough to be alive to get to age and to get to mature. So it's actually like a really beautiful rite of passage that we get to transition from like our young and fun and crazy college days and 20s into 30s when maybe we become parents. And then you know what? Parenting small kids with a hangover is one of the like worst hells on earth, right? My husband and I were just talking about that last night. Like the mornings that we suffered through because we thought we had to keep having fun on Friday nights the way that we always had. Even though now we had 3 daughters, we had no business staying up until midnight or 1 a.m. drinking, but we would do it. Why did we do that to ourselves? Well, it's because we were so gripped and fixated on, well, but this is how we've always had fun. So this is how we have to keep having fun. When it's like, God, why didn't we just think, okay, well, you know what? Just the same way that kids grow up, just the same way that we ourselves grow up, just the same way that almost everything has a life cycle and goes through different phases and stages and matures. Why don't we just embrace that? And why don't we just assume that we're probably going to continue to find stuff that we love and find stuff that's fun and find stuff that's relaxing and that's cool and that helps us connect and stop fixating and believing that alcohol has to be it. Just because it was it in the past, it doesn't have to be it right now. And it doesn't have to be it anymore. When we can do this, when we can zoom out and get that perspective and be like, does this actually make any sense to just continue to hold on to alcohol with this death grip? That's when we can see that like letting go of drinking doesn't have to be the end of everything. It is a beginning. It's the next logical step to just the evolution of life and growth and maturity and getting where you want to go. Right? If you want your life to feel a little bit better, then do the things that make you feel better. And if alcohol no longer makes you feel good, then why continue to give it your time and your energy? Who gives a shit what other people around you are doing? And who gives a shit what you used to do? If it's not working for you now, it's not working. The longer you fight it, the more it's going to not work. Like it's not just going to magically get better. I hate to break it to you, but I also don't hate to break it to you. But like, if alcohol is causing you problems right now, you guys, it is not going to just magically get better one day. It's going to get better when you accept the process of life, stop dreading change and stop dreading the future. Be grateful that you're alive and you get to move on to whatever's next